Hey guys, gals, and Legionnaires, Rycon here coming at you with another announcement video. Now in the last I did say there would be another following, and it is finally here. Now over the weekend that I was kind of taking off to go to Armageddon, we managed to hit an amazing milestone. We've hit over 50,000 Legionnaires, and you'll be happy to know that there is a unique and celebratory video that is going to be coming along with that. I'm currently working on that with Triton Wolf, who is our fantastic hero community manager. He's helping me put together and work on this new video that we're going to be releasing hopefully soon. We're going to be finishing it off and recording the majority of it this coming Friday, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to see it next week Friday, or at the very least when we kind of roll around to the next town hall, which is actually, you know what, that is coming up, so you'll be seeing it soon regardless. And so you have that to look forward to. Now the main reason I was wanting to create this update video today was just to talk about scheduling and how things are running on the channel at the moment, because quite often you'll realize there are a lot of weekends where we don't either have Logan or we don't have Leon, or we don't have both, like the weekend that's just been. And the reason behind that, the majority of the time, is just because of technical issues when I'm editing them. Recording process takes a long time because both Skyrim and Fallout, being Bethesda games, they aren't without their share of bugs. So there is usually a lot of bug fixing that kind of goes along with the recording, and quite often I'll record for around about 3 hours worth of footage that I'll usually edit down a large portion of that to anywhere between 20 minutes to an hour. It does vary from episode to episode, but the issues start coming in post-production when I have more footage to go through. It makes the entire process just take that much longer, and the way that I have things scheduled at the moment is I'm recording things like Cataclysm and RimWorld and Fallout 4 that is. I'm recording those earlier in the week, and I'm leaving the roleplays until later in the week. And the problem that I run into there is that at the end of the week, I'm kind of running out of time already as it is. So if anything has gone wrong on those earlier episodes, which often doesn't happen, but it can, it means that the roleplays are going to be under a little bit more time pressure than they usually would be. And really, those are the things that need more time than anything in post-production. So I'm rescheduling things this week. And so this week is going to be a little all over the place because I am kind of rejigging how things are working. So there are going to be a few episodes of other things that are missing this week, just while I kind of replace where I am recording the roleplays. And for the most part, I am going to be recording things like Fallout 3, things like Leon's Tale at the very start of the week. That's when I'm fully energized. I've got a lot of time, I've got a lot of effort and a lot of energy I can put into them. And that means that if I do run into any issues with them, I have more time to sort out those issues. So you are going to get more episodes every weekend on a more regular basis this way. It just allows us to allow those mistakes to happen, and they do. They happen all the time. It can be Premiere Pro that's causing problems, it could be something with the audio that's causing problems, it could be something in the game, it could be any number of things. Sometimes when I just sit down and I start editing something, I'll realize that it just doesn't come out the way that I intended it to, or it comes out super cringy, or it just doesn't feel the way I feel it should. And I know both Leon's Tale and Logan's Tale, the main role plays, I know that a lot of you're very, very patient, and I appreciate that you give me that time to get them right, because you'll notice in the last few episodes there have been mistakes. There have been little bits that have been left in, and that's because I've just been having to go through the edit so quickly that I'm making mistakes, and I hate that. I hate leaving those little bits in there because it does break immersion. And the second that I saw those start popping up more often, that was when I knew I had to kind of change how I was doing things, and I needed to change how I was scheduling things, because the second that the edit becomes under pressure, those mistakes are going to happen, and I don't want you to see those mistakes. I want to give you the very best of that story, because it's like I've talked in previous videos, I don't like to go back and redo things, you know? I want it to be right the first time, and that's what we're going to be trying to achieve from now on, is getting it right the first time. And by recording earlier on in the week, it gives me more time to work on things, because at the end of the day, things like Cataclysm, things like RimWorld, while they are time consuming to record, they require no editing. You know, there isn't any editing at all. I'm really just tech checking them, that there aren't any missing frames or anything that's technically wrong with it. So the editing process for those is a lot faster, whereas for both Skyrim and Fallout, those are full day edits. So that's, you know, that's right from the morning right till the evening, because they take a long time to put together. So I need to make sure that that time is there for them. So if something goes wrong, I can still record Cataclysm and RimWorld later on in the week, and it shouldn't really affect the schedule. So that is the plan going forward. So like I said, this week is still going to be a little topsy-turvy, so there might be Cataclysm or RimWorld that is missed out. There might be XCOM that doesn't quite make it this week, but I want it to because we left XCOM in a bit of a lurch, so we definitely want to try and do that. But I am, like I said, trying to move things around so that I am recording those role plays earlier on in the week, especially because I am adding other things into the mix. We have the accompanying Dark Brotherhood Skyrim roleplay, and that is a really important part of Leon's Tale, and I haven't really talked about it too much, but it kind of is integral for where some of the later seasons of Leon's Tale is going to go. We need to make sure that roleplay happens, so this rescheduling is going to help allow for that. And at the end of the day, what that means for you is more role plays, more consistently, more often. At least that is the hope, that is the design of this new schedule that I'm working on at the moment, and I do have Charlotte helping me out with this as well, and that helps a great deal. Alright, I think that about wraps us up for this update video. However, if you do check your sub boxes later on today, you are going to be getting a new video from me, a very different kind of video, a review of sorts. Today, the 100th episode of The Walking Dead screened, and those of you who know me well will know that I absolutely adore The Walking Dead. So this season, season 8 of The Walking Dead, I am going to be covering it. I'm going to be doing my own breakdown and review of it every single Sunday. Sunday, not Monday. It's Monday for me, it's Sunday for the majority of you out there. So those of you who are fans of that as well, you'll have that to look forward to. If you're not, just give it a miss. Don't worry, give it a miss. But that is it. That is the last thing in this update video today. Thank you for sitting through it with me. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. Thank you so much for 50,000. I really hope you enjoyed the video when it does arrive. And until next time, stay tuned.